in the war on terror. A new warning tonight from the government. A kidnapping hoax.
She just wanted to, quote unquote, be alone.
How police found the holes in this college student's story. Fox 12's Most Wanted. Cops are on the hunt for this man who tried to take a woman against her will. A major pot bust, but it's not the kind you're used to.
Why are they taking it out on the 500 people? We're innocent. We jumped through the hoops, we paid our money.
Why the state is pulling some medical marijuana cards. But first,
I hope they put him in jail and throw away the key. I think they need to be tougher on people like that.
First, sexual harassment. Now charged with rape. A nursing home worker is behind bars. First on Fox. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Wayne Garcia.
And I'm Hillary Hutchison in tonight for Shauna Parsons. First on Fox tonight, sex abuse at a nursing home. And tonight, a former employee is accused of attacking some elderly women. Police arrested 23-year-old Michael Simons on felony rape charges stemming from the assaults at the Samaritan Heart of the Valley Healthcare Center in Corvallis. KPTV's Jamie Wilson is live there tonight with more on how these charges unfolded. Jamie?
Well, Michael Simons only worked here for 18 months. Police started investigating him for sexual harassment, but they say that uncovered accusations of rape, sodomy, and sexual abuse. Here at the Heart of the Valley Care Center, patients are visiting with friends and settling in for the night, but some have an unsettling feeling, finding out that a former nurse's aide is in jail for rape. Does this concern you to know?
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
Everett Dennis's wife is being cared for here, but neither of them has heard about the arrest. Detectives say two of Michael Simons' co-workers came forward last month, accusing him of sexual harassment. But during that investigation, police say they discovered that Simons had sexually abused 3 elderly women in the Alzheimer's Special Care Unit, ages 63, 82, and 88.
I hope they put him in jail and throw away the key. I think they need to be tougher on people like that.
Mike Woods lives across the street from Simons' apartment in Albany. He does not know Simons personally, but says police are tracking down suspects at these apartments on a regular basis.
His name was Mike, and that's my name, and I was like, it woke me up at 5 in the morning. I thought I was in trouble, and I looked out, and luckily the light was over there, but it's been crazy.
We spotted friends or relatives going into Simons' home, and we knocked on the door for a comment, but no one answered. Nursing home officials tell Fox 12, quote, Michael Simons did undergo a background check before he was hired. He was terminated for cause on February 25th.
I'll talk to my wife and see what she hears.
Everett Dennis feels that his wife is receiving good care, but he does plan on asking the staff about Michael Simons. Now, Simons is facing charges that are all Measure 11 offenses, and tonight investigators tell me that they think more victims could be involved in this case. Live in Corvallis tonight, Jamie Wilson, the 10 o'clock news.
We have new information tonight about the Portland police shooting that killed 28-year-old James Jahar Perez. Autopsy results show Perez had high levels of cocaine in his system when he died, and the NAACP is now calling for a federal investigation. KPTV's Kevin Kawari is following this story. He joins us live from Northeast Portland with more.
Well, Wayne, tomorrow morning, family and friends will hold a funeral for Perez here at Maranatha Church in Northeast. And now we know much more about the night Perez died. The autopsy shows Perez had a high level of cocaine in his system, and 2 bags of cocaine were found in his mouth. The memorial for 28-year-old James Perez continued to grow tonight. That while more details about his death are finally coming forward.
There's a very, very high level of cocaine in Mr. Perez's blood at the time he died.
The medical examiner says the amount of cocaine could have killed almost anyone.
I don't believe it.
For some, it isn't changing their opinions.
If he did, so what? It doesn't make a difference to me that the police just shot him. He shouldn't have been shot. He shouldn't have been shot.
The medical examiner says Perez was shot 3 times, once in the heart. The case is now drawing national attention.
Drug use in this country is widespread, but that's no reason to kill someone.
NAACP leaders say they will ask Attorney General John Ashcroft to launch a federal investigation, not just on this case, but overall police practices.
Why is it that you have these things occurring? Is there a mindset? Is there a vigilante group in your police department? All of these issues must be discussed.
We now know the whole shooting happened in the blink of an eye. Officers called in the traffic stop and Perez was shot just 24 seconds later. The medical examiner says drugs could have had an impact.
The effects of cocaine, as I described, are basically those of stimulation, hyperactivity, irrational behavior, unpredictable behavior.
Tonight, Perez's family wouldn't comment on camera, but say they're confident the truth will come out in court. Autopsy results also show a taser was used, but it didn't make complete contact with Perez's skin. Again, the funeral for Perez here tomorrow morning, and it is open to the public. Live in Northeast Portland, Kevin Kawari, the 10 o'clock news.
And a couple of events are planned this weekend to remember Perez. His funeral service is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. and is open to the public. On Sunday, several groups are sponsoring a rally for life to protest last Sunday's shooting. That will take place at Southwest 3rd and Main Street. Here is a look at what's next in the investigation into the shooting death of James Jahar Perez. A joint police citizen review board should be in place by July 1st. The board will examine all deaths in police custody and use of deadly force. It will consist of 3 assistant chiefs, a police commander, an officer's peer representative, and also 2 to 3 citizens. It's not clear how those citizens will be selected. The FBI is launching a civil rights review in the shooting, and a grand jury will meet in secret to determine whether that shooting was justified. Stay with Fox 12 for continuing coverage on this police shooting. We'll bring you the latest developments all throughout the weekend, and you can also get updates on our website. That address, kptv.com.
Fox 12's most wanted tonight is a man who tried to kidnap a woman in Oregon City. Police say this is a sketch of a man who attacked the woman on Washington Street near 13th Avenue in Oregon City. KPTV's Deborah Gill joins us now live with more. Deborah?
Well, Hillary, based on the victim's description, this is the sketch that police have released of her attacker. And tonight, they're asking people to take a look. Tonight, people who live and shop near Washington and 13th in Oregon City are happy to now see who to look out for.
They're doing it for the community. I think it's wonderful so that people know, they know what to look for.
Police believe this man tried to kidnap a 21-year-old woman last Sunday evening. She was walking alone when a light blue Ford Ranger pulled up and the man offered her a ride. When she kept walking, the man stopped, got out, and asked again. This time, the victim said no, but he told her she had no choice and grabbed her. Police say she then hit him on the head and ran.
I have a sister who takes the bus and walks, and it's scary because that can happen to anyone.
Police are looking for a white man in his 50s, 5 foot 7 inches tall. He has short, thinning gray hair, sunken cheeks, and was unshaven. He also wore thick, yellowing glasses.
He looks familiar from around here, or at least he's been in the area more than once.
Paula Matthews doesn't know who he is, but hopes he is found before someone gets hurt.
All pictures on websites, anywhere that they can stick them on people's windshields, as far as I'm concerned, as long as we can get them.
Police are asking tonight that if you've seen this man, to please give them a call. They say so far no similar incidents have been reported. Live in Oregon City, Deborah Gill, the 10 o'clock news.
2 big clues tonight that may help solve a crime that's left grocery store shoppers nervous. Earlier this week, 2 men kidnapped and robbed a mother and son from a grocery store parking lot on Lancaster Drive in Salem. Well, now detectives have these sketches of the 2 men who did it. Both men are Hispanic. One is close to 40 years old, the other in his 20s. Last Tuesday, they nabbed a mom and son coming out of the Safeway. After robbing them, the 2 men dropped them back off at the store.
Tonight, Gresham police are looking for a suspicious man seen hanging around a school playground. He was spotted this afternoon at Powell Valley Grade School. Some people saw him there yesterday, too. Now, police showed up just moments after the call, but the man was gone by then. Now, here's what he looks like. He is white. He's in his late teens to possibly early 20s. He's about 6 feet tall with dirty blonde hair. He's also unshaven. If you have any information, please call Gresham Police. The number is 503-618-2719.
A Gresham teacher charged with sex abuse is out of a job tonight. The district fired 42-year-old John McPartland yesterday. McPartland taught at Clear Creek Middle School for 8 years. FBI agents arrested him 3 months ago during an internet sting. McPartland faces federal charges of soliciting sex from students online and in his classroom.
A parking lot becomes the scene of a strange introduction, then a crime. It all happened on Stark Street in Southeast Portland. Catherine Baker says that she was walking towards a McDonald's when a woman walked up to her and said, "My name is Christy and I'm taking your purse." Christy then punched her in the face, kicked her, and pulled her hair. While Catherine was bent over, the suspect took the purse, started running across the street. But that wasn't the end of it.
So I had to, just hope that no cars would strike me. I ran out to the middle and I grabbed my purse from her. I'm the wrong person to be attacking. I have no money.
Catherine says that she only had a quarter in her purse, and she says that Christy took off when she saw witnesses coming out of the restaurant.
10 o'clock news is just getting started.
And we just keep getting spoiled with this picture-perfect weather here in Portland. Lots of sun and bright blue skies in order for today across Portland, Hillsborough, and for the coast. Can we keep this great stargazing weather into your weekend? I'll let you know coming up in weather.
Do you want convicts calling you at home? Telemarketing from behind bars, an Oregon company's controversial plan to put prisoners to work. A little girl snatched from the parking lot of a Northwest shopping mall and held for ransom. The high-speed chase to rescue her caught on tape. Tired of high gas prices? Well, there is a place in Portland selling gas for way below the average. Fox 12 is on Pump Patrol, and we'll show you where to get cheap gas.
We do not believe that there is a suspect at large, period.
Her kidnapping story was nothing but a hoax. How police cracked the case and busted this college student for lying.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local. Saturday, we're giving away a free 1-month membership to Ladies Workout Express and free window washing service for your home. Watch and win with Good Day Lifestyles, Saturday at 8.
It's the Meyer & Frank biggest sale of the season. Save more with 15% off shopping passes on top of lowest prices. Lowest prices of the season for him and her on all Izod and all Dockers. Get lowest prices on shoes. And lowest prices on all kids wear too. Plus all fine jewelry is on sale. All furniture from the best brands is on sale. All mattresses are on sale. And all top name kitchen electrics are on sale too. Save even on regular prices with your shopping passes. The Meyer & Frank biggest sale. The savings are so big, everybody's getting into it.
So we have these cheese puffs and my special artichoke dip, and Ed's getting really good with the pimentos, but we really gotta hurry because the Quest guy's gonna be here any minute to install the DSL. Oh, I hope he likes pimentos.
We've made some big changes at Quest and people are noticing. Now you can get high-speed internet service for just $26.99 a month. And that's not an introductory price, that's the price, which is definitely something to celebrate. Mom! You! What's going on here? We like to call it our spirit of service in action.
Hundreds of local patients lose out on using medical marijuana. Who's to blame? That's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Zupan's Markets is the place for fresh. All in a unique and friendly environment. We also believe in making a difference in the community. That's why we've teamed up with Fox 12 Oregon on Project Ray of Hope, our food drive benefiting the Portland Police Bureau's Sunshine Division. Throughout the month, please drop off non-perishable food items at your local Zupan's Markets. Help the Sunshine Division brighten the lives of those in need.
We've made a double special purchase.
A Steely Posturepedic or a Simmons Beauty Rest Pillow Top Queen Set for just $5.99.
That's right, a Posturepedic or Beauty Rest Pillow Top Queen Set for just $5.99.
And free delivery, free removal, and a free 90-day comfort guarantee.
Don't forget, no interest for 1 full year. Quantities are limited.
Mattress World's hard-to-find locations will save you money.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
If we can't beat any price on any comparable mattress, then the mattress is free.
All right, go! Good job! All right!
At Safeway, we guarantee one thing will go right, your Easter ham. Guaranteed to be tender and juicy. At a great low price. Only at Safeway.
Hundreds of medical marijuana patients in Oregon could lose their right to smoke pot for their pain because of a tussle between one doctor and the state's Board of Medical Examiners. KPTV's Marilyn Deutsch joins us live from News Control tonight with more.
Wayne, the state accuses Dr. Philip Levesque of not really examining his patients before signing their applications to use medical marijuana. These patients now have 90 days to get their medical marijuana cards and straighten things out.
Drops of marijuana resin mixed with olive oil. That's how 57-year-old cancer patient Chris Campbell takes his medical marijuana. He says cannabis has helped him cope with severe pain after his May surgery, when parts of his stomach, colon, pancreas, and spleen were removed.
It's amazing. I don't believe in silver bullets or anything like that, but this plant is an amazing plant.
But now Campbell's in a bind because his medical marijuana application was okayed by Oregon doctor Philip Levesque, whose medical license the state recently suspended. The health division says Campbell and 500 other medical marijuana patients seen by Dr. Levesque must now find new doctors to verify their medical conditions, and they must repeat the application process.
Why are they taking it out on the 500 people? We're innocent. We jumped through the hoops, we paid our money, we're bona fide, and whatever spat the doctor has with the state is not our business. Why are we suffering?
I wake up in pain, I go to sleep in pain. I'm in pain all the time.
Mary Roberts says medical marijuana has helped her. She also was a patient of Dr. Levesque.
I finally had the money, and I went directly from there down to the state building. I registered, I drove straight there. And so I'm a little upset about it.
The pain Roberts suffers comes from burn scars, rheumatoid arthritis, and fibromyalgia. She lives on disability and says she can barely afford to see a doctor again.
I plan on having a yard sale here this summer. I guess I'll just have to have it a lot sooner.
And the cost of the medical marijuana applications ranges from $50 to $150. Meantime, medical marijuana backers plan to put a new initiative on the ballot this November. It would allow patients to have more plans, and it would also license dispensaries to sell medical marijuana. Live in News Control, Marilyn Deutsch, the 10 o'clock news.
Those two young fugitives who busted out of a Salem slammer could be back in Oregon soon. Right now they're in Idaho, and we got a new mugshot today of 20-year-old Peter LaChapelle, who appears to have dyed his blonde hair while on the run. The other escapee is 16-year-old Aaron Pierce. Yesterday, Idaho police arrested the pair after a long chase that began in a pickup and ended up on foot. LaChapelle is not fighting his return to Oregon, but must answer charges in Idaho first.
3 people are in big trouble after a violent attack. It all happened near Government Camp back in February. Police say that a group of people, including these 3 men, punched and kicked 2 other guys because they were gay. Less than an hour later, the same group allegedly chased down 5 other people, forcing their way into an apartment, attacking 2 of them with baseball bats. Investigators are still looking for 2 other suspects.
The man who's a person of interest in a murder who was in court today on some different charges. Vancouver's Heather Young was shot to death by a masked man 9 days ago. That was the same day she filed a restraining order against her former boyfriend, Robert Hampton. Today, Hampton was charged with making a death threat and harassment. Bail is set at $100,000. He's not been charged with murder. The family of murder victim Sean Busa will have to wait for justice. The trial of the man charged with killing Busa and nearly killing Busa's 5-year-old son Michael in their Cornelius home has been pushed back. The attorney who'd been defending 18-year-old Andrew Gordon was allowed to be excused from the case. Now another lawyer must take her place.
A suspected chop shop frontman appeared in court today. Benjamin Tevredinov was arrested in Clackamas yesterday. Police say that Tevredinov ran a chop shop out of this garage in his girlfriend's home. They say that he led a theft ring by paying kids to steal cars, then chopping them up and selling the parts on the black market. He's now charged with burglary and car theft.
In news across the Northwest tonight, a 9-year-old girl kidnapped from her bus stop is home. Police say 31-year-old Christopher Larson kidnapped the girl from a Mercer Island bus stop yesterday afternoon. Her father offered the suspect ransom money at a local mall. When he came to pick it up, police were ready to get involved, getting into a 45-minute chase, reaching speeds of almost 100 miles per hour. Spike strips brought the chase to an end. The girl was not hurt.
A Klamath Falls band teacher is behind bars tonight, charged with sexual misconduct. Police say that 31-year-old Jason Ray had sex with an 18-year-old female student and inappropriately touched another girl at his house on March 22nd. Ray was hired at Henley High School in August of 2002. The school district learned of the allegations back on Monday, and he gave his resignation on Wednesday. A man from Crescent, Oregon, has been charged with the murder of his wife. Police say that 53-year-old Raymond Moore called 911 to report that his wife had been killed. Police found the woman's body with a single gunshot wound to the head inside the house. Investigators say the shooting happened during a domestic dispute. Tonight, he's being held in the Klamath County Jail without bail.
Well, still ahead tonight, it happened in Spain. Now the warning is going out here.
The federal government has a warning about the kind of mass transit that Portland relies on.
Millions of people take supplements for their health, but now a new study warns some may be very dangerous. Find out more.
The deadline is approaching for paying the Multnomah County tax. If you're confused and looking for answers, you've come to the right place.
Take a live look outside right now tonight from our Fox Tower cam over downtown Portland. It doesn't get much better than the weather we've seen lately, or does it? Christy's in soon with what we can expect this weekend and whether the sunny skies can last until Monday.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Hi, Leo Hillier, Hillier's Mid-City Ford. It's truck month, and it may be gray outside, but the sun is shining on our largest truck inventory ever. Take I-5, exit 271 in Woodburn for your choice of crew cabs, commercial Super Duties, Econoline, and of course, the all-new truck of the year, Ford F-150. Remember, during truck month, we won't be undersold on any new Ford, period. All Fords are created equal. Hillier's Mid-City Ford makes a difference. We invite you to come see why today.
Furniture Connection is having its first spring clearance sale. Check out this 100% leather sofa with nailhead trim and 8-way hand-tied springs. Regularly $988, on sale now just $699. Or this solid cherry wood sleigh bed was $499, now $299. And this 7-piece cherry dining room set, regularly $599, now just $399. Now is the time to save. Furniture Connection, where great furniture meets great prices.
Will they be playing ball this summer at PGE Park? The answer coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Save with Sunshine Painting's $999 spring special. Let the experts give your home a brand new look in today's colors. Sunshine Painting offers warranties on materials and labor. $999 spring special expires the end of May, so don't wait. Call Sunshine Painting today.
Dear Burlington Coat Factory, I'd like to call your attention to something that happened at your grand opening. It seems my wife just couldn't stop shopping. Listen, I'm not saying Burlington Coat Factory shouldn't take up to 60% off department store prices on the hottest labels, or that you shouldn't offer a selection that's so endless it's hard to make up your mind. But maybe at your grand openings, you should put a limit on how much people can drive off with.
Hope I didn't forget anything.
Burlington Coat Factory grand opening Portland, Jansen Beach Center.
The Bel Air Hotel charges $18 for one. The Monkey Bar in New York has one for $17. And now Carl's Jr. has one for about $4. The 100% Angus beef hamburger, the $6 burger at Carl's Jr.
Live in Multnomah County? Know someone who does? Well, time is running out for people who need to pay the county's income tax. Confused? Have questions? KPTV's Jim Hyde sorts it all out.
It's too nice a day to contemplate the inevitable, but the tax man cometh 3 times for residents of Multnomah County. A 1.25% cut of your taxable income is due the county, besides what everyone owes to the state and feds.
I support schools, so most of the time if there's something on there that's for schools funding, I vote for it.
I'm sick of taxes. We're all overtaxed in every county, I think, right now.
Folks from neighboring jurisdictions feel fortunate to miss this extra levy. Most of the Multnomah voter-approved tax goes to public schools, the rest for public safety, health services, and a slice for collection costs.
We're encouraging people, everyone to file a return by April 15th, even if they can't pay the full amount.
If encouragement is not enough, there are penalties, 5% for the first 3 months, then 25% for those who've not responded after 90 days. The county will know where to find you using state income tax records, property tax, DMV, and voter registration databases. When questions about the Multnomah County income tax payments arise and those forms need to be processed, people will be directed here. Of course, as we get closer to April 15th, the lines are expected to get much longer.
We understand that in this first year there will be those people that are caught off guard, and we do recognize that and intend to be fair and give people the opportunity to respond.
Respondents have hopes too.
I hope it goes to where they said it was going to go, that's all.
In Portland, Jim Hyde, the 10 o'clock news.
Most Multnomah County residents should have received tax forms in the mail by now. If you have questions about those, call 503-988-ITAX, or you can find information on our website, kptv.com.
Well, the boys of summer will be back in Portland for another season of baseball. Today, the president of the Pacific Coast League announced both the Portland Beavers and the Timbers Portland soccer team will play ball at PGE Park. Last week, the city said that it would not allow the teams to play since there was no operating agreement for the upcoming season. Talking to reporters today, the president of the PCL said the league was committed to seeing the Beavers play their 2004 season right here in the Rose City.
And at no time has the Pacific Coast League ever wavered in having a vision that Portland is the place for this franchise and that it can be and will be successful.
And right on cue, tickets are now on sale for the Beavers home opener, which is Friday, April 16th.
Well, it was a little bit breezy out there today, but also nice and warm.
Yeah, you know, I wonder if it was warm enough to break any records. Did we, Christy?
Yes, we did. A few cities did set new record highs for today. I'll tell you, it wasn't Portland. Yesterday, our high at 59 degrees. We continue to warm it up into the 70s. Will we top that for tomorrow? I'll answer that coming up just after the break.
And this is a strange sight in the sky this time of year. It looks like a big fire, but it's not. The strange conditions that caused this ahead.
For months, we have been telling you about gas prices going up. And tonight, we're telling you where the price is down, way down.
Are you expecting a call from someone in prison? Well, maybe you should be. We'll tell you about a controversial program ahead.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Allow me. At Amica Insurance, we make our customers' problems our problems. Amica Insurance. Auto, home, life, integrity.
There are a lot of finance offers, and many aren't what they seem. But at Wix Furniture, our finance offer is honest and for real. For starters, at Wix, you always save, especially by the room. Right now, you can buy beautiful Wix furniture, make your first payment January 2006. Just put 10% down, pay no interest, enjoy your furniture over 20 months. Make your first payment January 2006. Wix actually pays your interest until then. Now that's the real deal, and it's only at Wix Furniture.
Some supplements claim to be all natural, but the results can be deadly. See which ones could put you in danger. Coming up on the 10 o'clock news, first, live, local.
Convenient locations, innovative design, and unsurpassed value is what JLS has built its reputation on. With 8 new communities priced from $130,000 to over $300,000, JLS has the perfect home for your budget and lifestyle. Utilizing the industry's most reputable subcontractors, quality is not an afterthought. It is our only thought. Trust the best for your siding installations. Newside provides outstanding service at competitive prices. For your free quote, call 503-873-3065.
Home is spending time together. Home is a weekend call to Grandpa. Home is just the two of us. Home is working 2 jobs at once. Coldwell banker Barbara Sue Seal can help you find your way home with the resources, quality products, and services that you'll need from the moment you decide to buy until you move in. Visit us today at cbseal.com and see how we can help you find the way home.
Bagels. I still have ways to go, Doc.
Can't just look at the scale, Dave. You gotta look at your profile.
Sure, Kaiser Permanente has advanced medical technology, but sometimes support from your doctor is what you really need.
You're working out, you're eating right, your cholesterol is down.
That's me, huh?
At Kaiser Permanente, you get to choose a doctor like Fernando Arroyo, who knows a little encouragement can do a heart good.
I'm looking good.
Oregon prisoners are on the job tonight, but they are not hammering out license plates. They're calling you at home. Instead of outsourcing jobs to third world countries, an Oregon company is putting inmates to work at the Snake River Correctional Facility in Ontario. KPTV's Dan Springer reports.
Hello, is this the owner?
A telemarketing call from an Oregon convict. The person on the other end has no idea the caller is behind bars.
This is what we'll do for you.
Increasingly, rather than sending jobs to India or China, telemarketing firms are setting up boiler rooms in prisons.
There has been a national trend with prison industry programs to target businesses that are moving overseas.
Businesses say the inmates make good employees in a field plagued by high turnover.
Because they don't have options, they're going to work through this a little harder than the outside person would.
I came to prison a criminal. I don't plan to leave one. And this is a good opportunity for me to change my ways.
These inmates earn less than $1 an hour. They don't call in sick, they don't take vacations, and companies don't have to pay benefits like insurance or pensions. Opponents of prison telemarketing include labor leaders who say they're taking jobs away from law-abiding citizens, and some political scientists who believe it amounts to creating and then exploiting a cheap labor force here in America. Critics also warn some inmates have abused personal information. In Washington state, a jailed rapist harassed a woman with calls and cards.
These people have not yet paid their debt to society. The reason they're in jail is to keep them away from society. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to give them easy access to people in society.
Supporters say most of these criminals will eventually be back in society, and it makes sense to give them job skills. Others say while it's good to keep these jobs in the U.S., giving a bunch of criminals access to citizens' phones is the wrong call. In Ontario, Dan Springer, the 10 o'clock news.
Power is still out in parts of Lake Oswego tonight. PGE says a tree fell through some power lines about 2 this afternoon. A number of traffic lights also lost power, creating a nightmare for commuters. From Air 12, you can see the tree laying across the road there. It could be several more hours before crews get power completely restored.
Well, thousands of car nuts will cram into the Portland Expo Center this weekend. They have come from all over the country to buy and sell all things automotive at the Portland Auto Swap Meet. There are 2,000 vendors selling everything from seat belts to whole cars. And for auto fanatics, it is an event that they would not dream of missing.
Well, it's just my hobby. I'm not a hunter or fisherman, and I've been doing this since I was actually a young boy. I love cars, and it's kind of highlighted my year, this April swap meet.
That's a big deal. The swap meet runs Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it's $7 to get in. On Sunday, you can shop from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. and admission then is only $4. If you're not a gearhead, you may want to avoid the area because traffic can get nasty.
And Storm Team 12, Christy Powers is with us now. Christy, my goodness, the most beautiful day out there today.
It was wonderful. Yeah.
You can't beat a day like today. We had sunny skies and record-breaking warmth for a few locations, and guess what? I think we may do it again for tomorrow for a few locations.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm all for it. Let's take a look out over the Fox Tower cam first. We'll get to all of those record-breaking temperatures in just a minute. It is currently partly cloudy outside, and our temperature 57 degrees. Winds are out of the west at 5 miles an hour. And earlier today in Corvallis, a little breezy there, and you can see the leaves are rustling around just a bit. Nowhere near as windy as what it was here at the station. We clocked a peak wind gust at 34 miles an hour here at the station. And I shot this just before sunset. Look closely and you can see these flags here. I'll put it into motion. Notice them whipping around there between the 6 to 7 o'clock hours. So yes, it was windy here in Portland for today at times. And notice lots of clear skies. We saw that all day long, and that really helped to warm us up. We got up to 71 degrees in Portland, but check out the temperature in Pendleton, 65. And all the way across the state, 70 in Tillamook. So temperatures here very similar. That is an indication that we had an east wind, a warm east wind here to deal with. No cooling winds coming off the Pacific to really keep the temperatures in Astoria down. So we did break a record in Astoria. The old 163 set back in 2000. So we broke it by 5 degrees. That's quite a bit. And in Newport, 73 degrees, the new record high. The old 169 set back in 1987. So I think tomorrow will be a little different. We'll see a wind coming a little bit more off of the coast, so those coastal sections will start to see temperatures back down into the 60s. But another nice day setting up here in the valleys for tomorrow. Peak wind gusts today in Portland, 31 miles an hour, 25 in Vancouver. Those winds will die down as we head into tomorrow evening. Just a few clouds here across the southern sections of the northwest. Overall, dry conditions continue as we head into the day tomorrow. This system heads off to the north, well out of our area, nothing to worry about, and it is just going to be a gorgeous day. You can see the temperatures a little cooler there along the west side. In the valleys, will be in the 70s, and the same goes for Cascade Lock, 71, 75 in the Dalles with partly cloudy conditions. East side Looking at partly cloudy skies, maybe a shower or two for Burns and Bend with those clouds. They'll be few and far between if we see any at all. Here in the metro area, just a few high clouds. We'll go up to 67 around the noontime hour, up to 74 by the afternoon. That is just 1 degree off of our record if we hit that. So keep that in mind. We'll be watching those records as we head through the day tomorrow. Forest Grove, 72 the high tomorrow, 73 in Hillsborough, winds east 10 to 15 miles an hour. They'll be a little bit more breezy as you head toward the gorge near Troutdale, 71. Winds will be 10 to 20 miles an hour. And Washougal looking at a high temperature of 72, 73 in Orchards. And your 7-day forecast showing for the weekend, very nice conditions setting up. Warm for Saturday. A little cooler on Sunday, but who cares? It's dry, partly cloudy skies. Washington's spring break begins. We keep that dry weather going all the way into the middle of the work week, and maybe just a shot of a few showers coming in on Thursday. Not everyone is going to get wet. We keep the dry conditions back in here for your TGIF. And of course, don't forget, tomorrow night, it's daylight saving time. You have to spring forward 1 hour, so do that before you go to bed. We'll have your latest weather forecast coming up tomorrow on Good Day Lifestyles from 8 to 10.
And you've got to see this to believe it. With all of the budget crunching going on in our schools, one district is doing some crunching of its own. High-powered equipment is all it takes to destroy these school buses. And coming up, we'll tell you why these buses are biting the dust.
Also coming up, some powerful blasts shake a warehouse. See why investigators say the business owner may be to blame.
Riding the rails, or even the city bus for that matter, could be more dangerous this summer. The latest warning in the war on terror.
You might want to check your medicine cabinet tonight. We'll show you why one consumer group calls some of those dietary supplements and vitamins dangerous.
And you know this, filling up your gas tank may really lighten up your wallet, but this weekend some relief is in sight. We will show you where to go to get some cheap gas coming up.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Challenge your family to get fit for life. Yay!
Tempur-Pedic, changing the way the world sleeps. You can sample the unique comfort of the only mattress recognized by NASA at Bedmart. With Tempur-Pedic, the unique Tempur material conforms and comforts your back like no other mattress. We invite you to try it for yourself at Bedmart, where you'll get next-day delivery and a 90-day money-back comfort guarantee. Come in now and get 12-month financing with no money down and no interest. Only at Bedmart, the Northwest's largest Tempur-Pedic dealer.
Missing for days. She claims she was kidnapped, but it's all a lie. Now the evidence police say proves it. Coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
If you want to get a jump on spring, you can. And if you want to do it now and pay for it later, you can. Right now at the Home Depot and Expo Design Center, you'll get no payments and no interest for 12 months on everything in the store. Just use your consumer credit card. Or if you don't have one, open a new credit card account and you'll get 10% off your first purchase, store-wide. You can save up to $200. The Home Depot. You can do it, we can help.
Here's Greg Wentworth in the big backyard at Wilsonville Chevrolet.
We're playing golf in the big backyard. Practice greens, driving range. We're using real balls. Cars, people. The backyard's full of cars.